guys, welcome to Closet Confessions. Today we are doing, with my friend Zandy from New York, in between board meetings, white for summer. Tricks, how to keep it white, what underwear to wear with it, and how to make things flexible and wearable and layered, and what kind of fabrics are great with white.
Okay, where are we going to start?
I'm going to start with underwear because I do think it's important. If you do tan as a person, then make sure that if you can, you have your knickers in the colour of your skin. So it could be if you do go a little bit darker during the summer, make sure you have some underwear which is that shade deeper, because otherwise pants we bought in winter, when we wear them in summer under a sheer white item, they will show through. And you just want the pants to be the colour of your skin.
Yeah, invisible.
Invisible. The
Okay.
same with a bra. I always rip out every white lining to a broderie anglaise dress like this. When this had a white underbelly, you know what, you saw the white slip. So you can buy these, quite hard to find, or Susanna made me this, and it's mesh fabric, the color of my skin, but it means things stop being see-through. So even though it's still a thin fabric, you don't see your bottom totally underneath with the flesh poking through, especially when you're wearing broderie anglaise or a very light lace. I'm gonna show you these trousers now. They looked like a pair of pajamas. All right, and what I did is I took up this hem because before they ended really badly. What inspired me to change this is the cuff on the shirt. So the cuff on the shirt is very deep, and I thought it would be really nice to echo the depth of that with the depth here. So instead of them falling down really badly, and when you're wearing also a lot of volume, it's quite nice to show your ankle, because otherwise you look like one big sheet. Wear this closed until here. I might tuck that under, because I can then, this is a part of my body I feel good about. So I might just have that closed, and then just be able to wear it like that. But now it's all about what shoe do I put on so that this stops being stunty and elevates. Zandy, what thoughts do you have? Or Molly?
Where are you wearing it?
I would wear this. Where am I wearing it? It's a very good point. I would wear this in London. I could wear it very flat with a white flat thing. But I think when fabric is quite
Those shoes
broad,
don't look nearly as
good
good with that
as they
they
did.
did with multiple dresses.
Yes, because they're too delicate for the volume in this. So I need a trainer. Zandy does have slight heart palpitations when she looks at my trainers because Zandy is not a trainer girl.
Well, I bought those and I just can't. They don't fit my feet. I can't walk properly.
All right.
There's just so much fabric.
There's so much fabric.
Yeah,
There is, isn't there?
there's so much fabric.
Really?
And the high neck, yeah. I'm
I agree.
not loving
So
it.
when-
at all.
Really?
When
I
you
love
put
it
on-
so much.
When you put on the trousers,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting something as long and bulky.
You see, this is something where I'd love you two to think about our perceived sense of what volume is. Because to me, always when I work with volume, it would be volume with narrowness, you know, and there's some rules that I'm challenging myself because I've seen one or two people I love disregard rules and just push themselves. So Rachel Solomon, different people in America that I quite like. And just this idea of putting this together made me think, but I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like how high the trainer comes up. I want to see more of the elegance of my ankles. So this is going to be something where,
Wear the ones, the round-toed ones with the little heel that look good with one of the dresses. I think it looks,
but I think you need to see
I think it
more
looks
of my
better than
ankle.
the trainer.
Well, you see, I like the delicacy there. And also we could bring up some fabric.
It definitely looks better than the other two.
Yeah.
I wouldn't belt it because I
No.
think the fabric needs to be loose. I would even consider, would I wear a bandeau underneath it and have this sort of like that, you know?
I'd be more into that, I think.
Yeah,
I love the sleeves and the cuffs though. I think they're great.
that's much better.
I've got my white cos. What it has is a very nice structure. Like that. And then also when I put my arms in, I'm
This
not
is
changing.
This is better.
This is better.
Really cool.
What do you think?
Really cool.
So we have to work
Because
out.
it's not as long,
Yeah.
it's not as voluminous.
Mhm.
The positioning of the pocket is much better because it's front and back,
Yeah.
and it's sort of long and it's got some flare as well. It just looks better. I don't know.
Oh, I
if
love
it's
that
the-
texture at the front.
Yeah.
Just adds
And
something.
I think having the peplum
Brings it
makes
up.
you feel it has a waist. If you
Yeah.
couldn't see a difference between here and here, it would really stunt
And
everything.
also, you haven't got very voluminous arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got really good arms.
So then the lesson learned here is if we're wearing a lot of volume, we need more locations where there's a contrast in the volume. That was too much. And then I like the fact that this goes up further because it doesn't make the trousers so short.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's so much better.
All right, so that is
And the shoes
some
are
of it.
good.
And the shoes do look good. I think the shoes are elegant. I could put back on the trainer, but I think the shoes
Yeah.
are
No,
elegant.
definitely, these shoes look good.
What do you think?
It's fine.
Oh,
I
that
like
is
it.
just not enough.
That's fine.
That's fine.
No, I like the top with it. And if you have the top thing as a coat push back, it's
Yeah.
good.
It's just slightly giving me straight jacket vibes.
But I don't mind too much.
Like
straight
that,
jacket
it's
vibes.
good because it's taken it all away from the front and you can see the trousers.
Yeah, it was giving me more chef vibes.
Chef,
Yes.
I wasn't a doctor
Or-
for anyone then.
No, but now you're mentioning it. Now
Chef
you are
and strict.
mentioning it. Maybe I should put it on and you'll see that it looks just like a lab coat.
You see, you
Oh.
see, you're bringing your past into the room.
No, I try white things often. And I look at them and I'm like,
But you
take it
spent
off.
10 years in a lab coat as your uniform.
Yeah, no, but we didn't.
But I think
wear
if you
lab
were
coats.
filming at
Yeah.
the lab, this would be the perfect outfit.
Let's go to
Because
Ascot.
Let's go do that, Molly. Let's go back to principle that if you have a weird length trouser, consider taking them up and making them a fun length. And this, I have to say,
I think you can
is a
wear it just like
phenomenal
that.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
This
love
looks
that.
better.
This
I
I
forget
prefer.
how great this is.
This looks better than with the coat.
Does it?
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it does.
I
yeah.
agree.
I wish, Molly, this wasn't so. How can we not make it look so?
I think we
It
try and
doesn't
buy
matter.
some more of this fabric
doesn't
and get
matter,
Suzanne
Trinny.
to replicate
Shall we?
it.
Yeah, because if I had this in this colour and in 12 karat gold colour,
Yeah.
it's the best top because you never feel hot because it's metal
Yeah.
and you know unless you're exposed to sun and burning, but it breathes. It breathes
Yeah.
really well.
And it hangs really well.
And it hangs
Yeah.
well. This is a skirt I was going to get rid of because it didn't have pockets. It's from Zara from last year. But recently, I've been putting it on with things and I've been loving it. So if you've got a white skirt, I'm going to say a few things. The concept of a white skirt and giving it more volume turns it into a far more original piece. So if you have a white skirt that's too long, you could make a bubble skirt from it, which is to put the internal lining and the lining of the skirt, scoop it under and actually create
Yeah.
that sense of bubble.
Love that.
Because it's just, I'm going to show you and I hope you'll be inspired and not just think I'm a lab technician or a doctor or gynecologist. This is a dress. It is a genius dress. I did cut down the sleeves, they were too high, so I do need to tidy that up.
Yeah.
With Suzanne, I need to do that because it was really tight here. And a trick also, in the summer I always feel too high here makes me very constricted.
Yeah.
So there could be dresses which you feel are too tight or your boobs have grown, but if you cut it down and hem it in, it just gives you a bit more breathing room. And so it brings your outfit back to life. This way to wear this, because I normally wear this with a pair of white trousers, but I just love that it turns it into an outfit as opposed to just a co-ord.
It
And
does.
I love the way that, so I was just thinking if I have a high split, I could do this more. But Zandy and I were discussing shoe shapes with type of skirt hems, and this is now both, but if it was just this kind of hem, do we go point for a round or round for a point? So we're going to show that with the other
It was
skirt.
also length.
Length.
This looks good with these shoes. I
Yeah.
think.
Okay. Could I also wear it with? That's a classic moment,
It's good.
but
Oh,
really good.
I
And
love
really
yeah,
this.
these are from Totem. And I think that works. I mean, I could wear that now to the
Make
office
your
today.
feet and your
Yeah.
ankles look so skinny.
I know, because there's so much space for
Yeah.
my ankle to go down, and it goes down at the perfect. Many years ago in the 80s, there was a shoe by Charles Jourdain on Brompton Road, and I bought multiple pairs, and it was half my monthly salary, and I bought 3 pairs in a year. It was when I finished spending half my monthly salary on Rakuten for my skin. And
They're really
it was the
good.
same shade.
Yeah, there's
So
something
good.
nice about pairing white with almost like a skin tone or a neutral.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It really makes it look fresh.
Another thing I'm going to add is the art of layering white. And I like the idea of breaking up like that because you just get these proportions, and I like to create wastes. You don't like it?
There's too much chop and changing for me. I always
you?
then match the waistcoat to the colour of the dress rather than bringing up the skirt again.
Oh, you see, I think that I'm going to show you this with the trousers, how I wear it.
So
But-
what's our question?
No, I like
I
the
think this is
idea
fine, it's
of
good.
creating a waist when I'm doing something, but I think where I needed to create the waist the most is when I do this with trousers underneath.
Can I just say something
Mhm.
weirdly?
Yeah.
When you're creating a waist,
Yeah.
it makes the front look like an apron. It
Of
look-
this,
yeah, because it
Okay.
somehow cuts it here
yeah.
and it makes it look like a cooking apron.
Okay, whereas when it's like
it's
that,
just a beautiful,
beautiful
long
thing.
thing with a beautiful thing.
Okay, all right, so I'm going to show you where I believe that doesn't exist. These are both from Zara, by the way, different seasons.
So good.
But also it shows that you don't have to, I mean, this could be something that is really expensive,
Yeah.
you know, and I just love the shape. The
It's
shape makes it
lasted so
expensive.
well.
This has lasted so well.
I think it's fine.
Do you?
Yeah. I mean, I understand this is a shoe
Trend.
that everyone likes, but it honestly it doesn't look, even to my critical eye, it doesn't look too bad.
It's sort of interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I think there's a way that a shoe can change the classicness of something. Now, the one thing that puts me off oddly, and I don't know what you'll think, is the bright pink tail, because I think if I had a neutral nail polish, then it might work better.
You go straight down to
Yeah,
your toes
you do.
otherwise.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Exactly. What I love the pink and white.
Yeah, it's really good.
And I had worn this last at Trinny London Winter, at Trinny London Land, because it was the colour of Bounce Back, and I bought it for Bounce Back. But I didn't wear it much since, because I only ever wore it with an outfit from Serena Bude.
Yeah.
But over this skirt, I love it.
I think it's great.
It's nice though, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And I think you
And
really see the
shoes-wise?
bubble hem. It's lovely.
Yeah.
What about the other ones? Because do we want to see the pink nail polish when we have bright pink on? Why? Too muchy?
No, not too much. It's just it kind of wasn't good in the shoe.
Yeah, I like the pointiness
Of it.
of
Yeah.
this now.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. And
This
then
is
I was
good.
thinking
Oh,
like
I
that.
love
Yeah.
it.
I just never worn this. I was given it by Katrin, and I never wore it. And there's something that's bubbly about it, which I
Yeah.
like. And I could even just
That's good.
have it like that.
Not crossbody.
I really love this. I feel so good. I rediscovered this. I can't tell you. So I just started playing with this because what was good is how high this is. And so I just started doing some drapery. So drapery with linen is interesting because you want to play with drapery. And because it's linen, it sort of doesn't matter that things flop.
That's good.
But you just create lovely lines where you still have the back. And I wouldn't have done this with trousers because I feel I have a very long back. So at the back, if trousers are here, I feel you just like it shows the
Yeah.
disproportion straight away. But with the skirt, you don't see where my bottom ends and my legs begin.
That's true.
So you don't see the disproportion of my back.
No.
So
Also,
now I feel well.
yeah, summer white. It's really nice to have an open back sometimes when you've got
Yeah.
volume and you're hot.
Exactly.
So it's nice to have
You've got
that.
aeration.
Yeah.
I can also, I can have it open as well, but that just makes it very stunty, so it does need the pulling in. I can also do a little classic
Yeah, I thought you
tying
might.
as well, like that. And I think if you tie, the little trick is always to then put together the
Attach it,
buttonhole to like that. So I could do that as well and just have it like that.
Yeah, I like
I
this.
love that.
Yeah.
Really
It's
like
quite
that,
nice
yeah.
that. Yeah, and just sort of, you want to get it's all about playing with fabric a bit until you feel it sits in the right place.
It's a very nice. It's a very nice top.
It is, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
really
It's
like
just
it.
interesting to play with, and to take on holiday a top like this is something where you can wear it over your bikini, you can wear it in the evening, you can wear it for lunch. It's got flexibility in what you can do with it. So, very happy. Dress is too little girly.
Too little girly.
Why?
I So I think the little frills are too little girly. They are too prairie, and in fact, you can often get Victorian dresses that you can make shirts of, which have that ruffle on them. Whenever I've done that, I've taken it off. In fact, I've sewn it down.
You send it down.
Just for me, I don't like that.
So would I
It's too
sew
little
it
girly.
down?
You could maybe do it to there, yeah.
Yeah, because I do like it on that shoulder to give you a bit of, you know, sort of broadness
Yeah.
there.
You see? It's much better with just the... I don't know if it's good enough, Trin.
I
You know
don't
what I
know.
might do?
Make it a skirt.
Cut it here and then turn it into a skirt. It's going to be a really good skirt.
It's going to be a great skirt because there's what I love about this is the stitching. This is
Yeah.
from COS, by the way, but it's so beautifully made, and the fact that it's a linen and it doesn't crease really badly. I also, as a dress, by the way, it's a little bit too short for me,
Yeah.
and that's what I also don't like, which makes the waistband a bit too high, which it reinforces the little girliness. If we bring it down, do you see it gets a bit tight?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to bring it down further enough, but I could have it that it's there.
It goes in a bit. It looks a bit tight on your hip. But all that can be remedied, Trin, with a bit of extra at the back, like a V.
An extra fabric.
Yeah, like a V in the zip or
Yeah.
something.
And then
it
do you
is
have a
it-
zip at the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Because you're going to have to change the zip at
Yeah.
the back for the
Yeah, I
thickness
am.
of the waistband. You can definitely,
But is it worth it?
yes, it is.
Because it is a very pretty.
It's really nice.
It's a very
if you
pretty
don't want
fabric.
it, I'll take it.
That always makes one want to keep something. doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, there's a part of every woman, I think, that wants to feel inspired by that sort of flamenco, gypsy style. You know, it does something. And the thing about this dress is you can have it up, which is a bit little girly, but as soon as I do that, it just makes it a bit sexy.
Yeah.
But this is very high. So I'm going to ask again, would we take another bit and make another line there?
No.
You wouldn't?
I think this might be a Lila.
I think it's a Lila or a delete.
Kings, yeah.
You don't look good enough, Trin.
Okay, go. That's
Yeah,
it.
that
That's
does
it. That's it. That's it.
I mean, that's
Get
what-
it
yeah.
off. Get the off. Can I just say why we think this doesn't feel little girly, but the other ones did?
Because it's straight, long and straight. It doesn't have ruffles in any department. So this is an Edwardian dress, right?
Yeah.
It's later than Victorian. The Victorian ones have that V
That's so true.
with the ruffle.
Yeah.
That's little girly. This is actually quite plain. The one thing Edwardian often have is the back is a lot like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And this
That's
doesn't
right.
have it. It's really
That's
good.
what
It's
made
like
me
a
do
sort
that.
of Edwardian tea dress or something.
So I just have
This
it
is
for-
the best shape of all of these lace vintage dresses.
And you think I should keep this on and not just make
Yep.
it a bit more modern and have it there?
No, leave it.
In the detail.
Because it is a vintage dress,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
You need
at the bottom.
it to be sewn up.
Where?
Yeah, it's right.
Oh my God, yeah. Okay, fine. All right, that's getting us Susanna apart. Sandy's off to her board meeting. Can we just say, is the request that she should return?
Yes.
Yes. And bring
Very
in
strict.
the extra strict dimension. But as we go towards the cull, Zandy and I are going to be in Colorado together. But if we see each other before October here,
Yeah, we'll
can
do
you
a
please
cull.
make
Yes,
a date?
yes,
and
I love
we
a
can
cull.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love culls.
And bring your boots.
Yeah, and bring your boots. Okay.
Yes, I will.
Darling, have a good board meeting. All right, my love. I don't know. To me, the proportions don't work of this.
Mm.
I just. And then, is it something that I want to wear on holiday, but it's too short? Or do I just lean in to the shortness? Because I did buy 2 caftans recently. Do that. But if we're in town, would
like
we do the
this.
silver shoes I wore yesterday?
Mm.
You know, there are moments when you want to wear a sheet in London, when it's so bloody hot. You want to be covered and yet feel the room of a caftan. So therefore, you need the shoe to become towny.
Yes.
I love these shoes.
They're
So
What?
much. I
You
love
do like
these
them?
shoes.
Yeah, I
I
wasn't
really
sure
like
when I
them.
got them, but I really love the fact.
The backwards heel.
The backless heel.
Oh.
It's an inside-out heel. This is Tory Burch in the sale this summer.
Very cool.
So I could just do that London
Yeah, I-
day. Yeah?
Love this now.
Okay. Yeah. It's chilled. It's like, how do you bring a caftan into town? And that's the thing. You've got to make sophistication around the accessories you wear with it. And then you also got to do like my inclination might be to say, oh, let me take a sort of straw bag. But as soon as I do a straw bag, although I've chosen one probably that works better than others, you could be back at the beach. So you need leather. Wear it of, you know, like that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like it on the shoulder.
I like it on the shoulder too, and I think that feels work-weary.
It does.
And not too. And then I think what I would do is I might do more makeup because I'm in town. And this leads us to a makeup, what you do when you wear makeup and you wear white. So the trick of wearing white with makeup is know where your collar ends. So I have a long neck, and so I'm luckier in that way that there's less chance that my chin and my shirt will be in touch. But it's still, I can be like this and it can get close by. So what I do, if I put on, let's say I'm going to use some de-stress as an example of this. I always put foundation where I most need it. So for me, it's on the chin, and normally I might go round here, but I'll start with it there and then I'll just blend it in here. So I actually don't really have any on my chin. Then I know I need it around my nose because that's where my nose gets red. Here where I've just gone with the flannel, I've caused a bit of redness. So I'm focusing on areas I really need the foundation. Most people might need foundation here if they want to wear it to cover pigmentation, but generally we don't actually need foundation here unless we have acne or something we want to cover. But most women I come across, this is where you least need it. So don't put it there and just focus on areas which are not going to come into contact with the white. Take every bit of makeup off that you have got around you, because white you've got to be careful with. There, we've become more towny. So, caftans that you might have in your cupboard, how can you take them to town? It's about accessorizing with metals. It's about making the makeup more sophisticated. It's about bringing in leathers as bags against the texture of the cotton, not raffia, which one might have as a natural inclination. So there's a few more things on the rail. I think we've run out of time, but I hope it gives you some inspiration on white. When something has lost its whiteness, so white, not so white. Now, Susanna has done this for me in the past, but when you have a fabric, like say as delicate as this, and I lent this to somebody to wear, but there's a bit of lipstick there, but also, do you see it's slightly coloured, is you lay it in a bath of milk. And there's something about milk's going to make it whiter, and a very gentle acidic nickel of milk. And anyway, it's a really precious organza. So I want to be very aware with Susanna that we can do this, but I do feel that it's slightly losing its whiteness and becoming dirty looking, and that's why we stop wearing white clothes. So think about that as what else you can put in milk to make it whiter again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you, Jemima, thank you, Molly, and thank you, Zandy, who left, and catch up again soon.
See you next week.